They're not good bits just because you say they're good bits.
When I say something's a good bit, it's a good bit.
No, it's
Yep.
No one laughs. That means it's not very good.
Oh, almost. Almost.
Don't do it! No!
And welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
Hello, I'm here for my first day of work. I'm Otto Struden. But tell me, I'm to work for Conan O'Brien. He is in Europe, he is legendary podcast man and humor fellow.
He's just going to ridicule you. He's going to belittle you, make you feel small, and then make you high-five him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sounds fun. So he includes me in the joke, and then we all laugh. That's great.
No, you're not included in the joke. You're the butt of the joke.
I'm a hairy person, and I have eyebrows that if I don't take care of them, they become a unibrow.
And what happened? Did they you got crazy?
They were all over the place.
Right.
You
probably didn't know when it was raining. Like they caught all the water.
Yeah.
Well, a joke is joke. Who cares if butt or one plain joke? Fun for all. Yes.
No.
You just looked at me like, am I okay?
Come on.
Did I go too far? Help me out, please.
No. I just was like, you're outside, and everyone's like, we gotta get inside. It's pouring on you. Like, what are you talking about? It's not raining. These giant barriers.
And your friends are huddled under?
Yeah. That's when you notice people. Have you ever noticed people?
Don't stare at me.
Sona, in a rainstorm, have you ever noticed friends of yours gathering underneath you? Conan, best. Oh, he's best. So lucky that you all work for him, and yet you bitch and moan and whine and complain about working with great humor man.
Okay, so tell me we're going to start the podcast.
Okay, you're Conan now. And then, Conan, you should probably start the podcast now.
Silence, quiet. Murderer.
Murder.
I do say, why do I say murderer all the time?
I don't know.
Murderer.
Yeah.
He was a PA for Conan.
Yeah, Conan.
Conan.
O'Brien.
Mr. O'Brien. I used to fill his car with gas, and then like 6 months later, I have a parking spot on the same lot on the stage next to him. And I used to go like, I used to be like, Mr. O'Brien. I always called him Mr. O'Brien. He would call me murderer. That means I like shit.
Yeah.
We had this relationship with the writers where he would jokingly abuse us, and it was always very affectionate.
That one right up into your face.
Were we rolling on that?
Can we see that again in the
that?
old slow-mo?
Show it to the court.
Wow, look at the look on your face.
Look
what
at my
an
face.
evil fucking prick.
Go back at the look on my face.
Like he would pass us in the hall, and he would just say, "Murderer." You know, that was basically our relationship. There was no, it would just be.
You want to show me on the?
My God, Matt, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. The cycle of abuse is just...
And then he would fuck with my car. Like I remember PA on season 1 came to me and he goes, Conan O'Brien is fucking with your car. And I remember going, God damn you, O'Brien! And I ran outside.
So I was over at 30 Rock when you had the old gig. You're sitting at your desk and you've got 2 of your writers sitting here. You're looking at the cards like this, and you've done the desk piece, and you go, so what do you guys think of this? And they went, I think it works. I think it works.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's okay. And you went like this. You looked at them and you went, good enough gang rides again.
So that's kind of the dynamic with the writers. It's just, or he'd come in and there'd be 3 of us or 4 of us on a couch. You go, oh, it's a Mount Rushmore of incompetence.
Yeah, terrible.
You're a terrible person.
I'm a terrible person.
And privately, not on camera, like privately.
No, I'm one of these, like on camera.
Oh
no. You found that there's these energy bars.
It was a kashi, chocolate almond, sea salt, delicious, bar.
Yeah, and you were halfway through, you were really enjoying
so
it. And I said,
tasty.
what is that? And you went, oh, it's this. And I said, and what flavor is it? And you held it out just a little bit. And I smacked it out of your hands, and it went flying across the room and shattered into a million pieces. You've got to get your reflexes back. I've done that on the TV. I've done that to you hundreds of times.
Yes.
It's actually featured in a very popular YouTube video that's out there where I demonstrate how I do it in front of an HR person.
So tell me what's going on with you guys.
He has knocked food out of my hand on more than one occasion.
She'll be having a cookie and be like, oh my God, these cookies in the green room are so good. And she'll be holding it up just perfect, like perfect height like this. And I'll go and knock the cookie. And sometimes it really goes flying. And if there are people around, they all laugh. Because they have to, because I'm the boss. I've done so much for Sona, and all I ask in return is little things like this.
Hey, Conan.
Oh, hey, Sona, what's going on?
I'm just enjoying some cookies.
Oh, where'd you get them?
I got them from the green room.
Oh, they look absolutely delicious.
That's what I do.
Minutes.
That's what I do. And you think just because you gave birth to 2 babies,
Oh my God.
that you get to come in here now and be treated differently. And what I'm trying to teach you is no.
That's all I'm asking for in return. That gives me so much joy. Look,
Yeah, still eat it.
the cookie's still up on the floor.
I mean, I'm glad that you got joy.
It was on the. You get that?
Just before we started this podcast, here at our new podcast studio space here in Larchmont in Los Angeles, I see that you've just entered and you're walking down towards the podcast studio, and I get so excited I turn to Sona, who is eating what?
I was eating some chocolate. I was eating a Crunch bar and a small Snickers bar. I had them.
And what did I
hands.
do? I was so excited.
This was awful. In one hand, I had like a wrapper, and then you knocked the wrapper out of my hand, and then I grabbed the chocolate out of my mouth because I'm angry. Then you knock that out of my hand, and then you step on it, and you laugh. And
Like a maniac.
Just like a maniac.
It was the behavior of, look, I am a 44-year-old grown man.
Oh, sir.
45. Oh, sir.
At least your hair's still up.
Yeah.
She hasn't done that yet.
Oh, yeah. When you just punch I have my hair in a bun, and you just punch the bun for no reason.
Because I think that doesn't count as actually hitting you because those are dead cells.
You
hair
never
cells.
get my head. You don't.
No! God, no, that would be abuse.
Sometimes he'll come up and he'll be like, hey, stupid called, and it says it's you.
You get it? If I just said you were stupid, I agree. That's not funny and that's abusive. But if I tell you that you got a phone call and you're like, oh, really? And I go, yeah, stupid's on line 1. And he says that he's you, which meaning by implication.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
What do you think, Sona?
To be honest, I'm enraged. You told people I was a vampire for like the first 2 years that I knew you.
I honestly thought you were.
And
that
your
wasn't
whole-
me
your-
doing I honestly thought that you drank the blood of the
Okay.
living, that you slept mostly during the day, that you had to be covered in the native soil of Armenia.
Okay.
And Sona, you know that you would not survive a background check. You're in this country illegally. You've done all kinds of stuff.
No. He tells people that I floated to this country in a basket, and that he found me in a bush, and that I learned how to speak English by watching reruns of Dynasty.
I said that once to a Rolling Stone reporter,
Yes.
and it got printed in Rolling Stone magazine.
And how did that make you feel?
It didn't make me feel good.
True.
Well, we've moved on from that. But my thing is, your whole thing now with Eduardo is that just he plays music you don't like. You need to shit on Eduardo.
Eduardo is very knowledgeable. He's very skilled. We're lucky to have him.
But
And I can't say that about you.
But you don't need gripes.
You don't need gripes.
You make fun of his tweed, and you
What?
make fun of Adam with his Rolls Royce, and you just make fun of Blay, just in general.
I'm going to use my good friend's knowledge here, Aaron Blair. Hello. Aaron is my assistant in all things the web. Yep, that's right. Son of a... And he can take a punch.
Blay has been with me for a long time. Blay came on. You were a kid when you came on, Blay.
That's right, right out of college. 2001, a 22-year-old, fresh out of the oven.
Aaron, how long have you been with the show?
Like 3-4 years.
Okay, and is this acceptable to you?
We don't really have any choice, I think, right?
But do you think this is acceptable?
No. I don't think it's acceptable.
So just say, Conan, this is unacceptable to me.
Conan, this is unacceptable.
How dare you talk to me like that?
And that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was 2000. Yeah, 2001.
And I bring this up for a reason because we were talking about it just before the podcast. Some would say I'm jamming this in to the conversation, but you still dress like a child. It's your generation, man.
If slapping Blay is a low score, and if punching him is a high score, and if pushing you is sort of a medium score, I would give this game we'll cut to a B+.
I've worked here for a number of years, and I like to dress. I have my own style, but I would be lying if I said there wasn't a whisper every morning when I put my clothes on.
Oh yeah.
What is Conan?
I know that feeling.
Every morning.
I do too. You've done that to everybody who works for you.
What's that movie where I think it's
Die Hard.
Stop saying Die Hard.
Where I think it's the never-ending story where the kid has to walk by these statues and they might open up and obliterate them with eye beams or whatever, and it's like the Eye of Sauron.
I've been told that it is my job to occasionally have performance reviews. Do you have any complaints about the work environment here?
It's very much unlike any other business environment.
Have you ever seen me do anything that you thought was unprofessional? But squeaky chair over there. Is that you, Kramer? Sorry. Excuse me, Kramer. How dare you? I'm trying to conduct an investigation here. Hang up the phone! Is there an empty water bottle here or anything? Any kind of empty bottle?
I don't see anything.
What is this thing here?
It's my laptop bag.
Can I urinate into your laptop bag?
I'd rather you didn't. My laptop is...
I really have to urinate.
I will let you pee in my laptop bag if you buy me.
What do you mean? What do you mean? If? I'm sorry. Stop for a second and think about who you're talking to.
It's a matter of...
I'm Conan O'Brien, host of Conan.
You've abused me.
How have I abused you? What have I done to you?
I believe recently I was choked.
I choked you?
And then you pushed me.
Oh, look out! Don't let it happen again.
All right, perfect. Oh, whoops.
What do you think when I walk up to you in the hallway and I jump on you and start choking you?
I think it's a release valve, and I think it's an action.
A sexual release?
No, you said it.
No.
Now that
you said release.
It's a release.
Do you think it's a sexual release?
No, but now that you're saying that, now I'm concerned, and maybe it is.
Okay. Does that bother you? Is that okay if that's how I get my sexual thrills, by choking you?
It doesn't bother me. It might
so you're okay with it?
Bother other people.
You're okay with me choking you if it gives me sexual pleasure? Good. Just sign that. When the host of the show asks to urinate into someone's computer bag, you let them do it.
I mean, in this discussion, we could have pulled over.
Yeah, we're really that pressed for time. We can't pull over.
Hey, Kirsty, you have got to learn how the game is played. I know you're from Wisconsin, and this is the big city, and you never saw skyscrapers before. And whoa, gosh.
I can't believe, I'm hanging out with you, Like, I used to watch you on my TV.
You didn't own a television.
That was your takeaway?
No, I emailed him, but he doesn't read emails.
I didn't get the email.
Gee gosh, what's an email?
You stupid hick. You were born in shit.
You understand that you are like catnip to me. Your very presence makes me insane.
Do you have any cocaine?
What is wrong with you?
He's changed.
I need it.
I had a different Jack McBrayer on the phone.
Don't do it.
Okay, you can't help. But anyway, there's a whole part about a mule calling you on the phone. Why am I working this hard before a show?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Not sure I know.
But anyway, and before we go, we have a special surprise guest.
Who?
Your first donkey.
Wow. We're all so embarrassed.
Yeah, we really are.
We're all so embarrassed.
We were heading towards a beautiful denouement.
He can't do it. He can't do it.
I can't do it.
Wonderful conclusion, and then
I'm
you
sorry.
brayed like a donkey.
You do have that kind of boomer trait of you have to comment on everything, the way everybody looks and the way they live their lives.
Excuse me,
Boomer
I'm not a
trait.
boomer.
You are a boomer.
I am not.
You
That
are.
is a sick
No.
bird.
Yeah.
I am not a boomer.
You're like my parents.
I'm
It's like-
Gen Y.
No, you're not.
You're not.
Yeah, as in, why the fuck am I working with you people? First of all,
Shit on all of us. You shit on Adam, you shit on Blay, you shit on Matt.
you want to be able to see your finger through it.
Yes, yes.
Jordan, hold yours
Okay.
up. And see if you can see my finger through the wine. Can you see it? You talk so much about Italy that many people think you're from Italy. You drove a Vespa for a while.
That's right.
Until someone
Destroyed
ran
it.
into you,
Yeah.
destroyed the Vespa, and broke your arm.
Correct, yeah.
Now, I paid that guy to kill you. I'm sorry, Senor Jordan, but we don't have the exact kind of wine that you wanted. Is that okay? You're gonna like this one.
We're trying to connect with the environment. I don't say all my thoughts out loud.
What are you thinking right now?
You have a hair that you miss shaving. It's in the corner of your mouth. Would be my right, your left.
Okay. You wanna know what I'm thinking?
Sure.
I could push this through your right eye, the sharp part, and it would go all the way back to the part of your brain that controls speech, and I would scrape it around, and you would be mute, and you'd die about a week later. That's what I was thinking about. Has anyone ever fallen into this machine and been mixed in with the beans accidentally? And when they went to drink it, it was filled with human bone and blood and gore? Jordan, why don't you take a closer look? Jordan, just lean in. That's sound effects of a car peeling out.
You're presuming that peeling out would be superior to what we're doing.
Oh my God. I remember this photo. Remember when this was the cover of Douche Weekly? You did not know we were coming.
That's correct.
Clearly, because you're eating. What is this?
That is some criminelli salami with some coffee rubbed cheese on top on a baguette.
Jordan, do you mind if I eat your sandwich while you.
I wouldn't mind.
What is that?
Because I was going to eat it.
Right. But you realize that you work for me. So I can take your sandwich if I want to. Does this bother you that I came in here with a camera crew? You were all ready to eat this delicious sandwich that you've put a lot of work into? And now, it's going into my fat face?
It should bother you more than me.
And yet it doesn't. Just one other thing.
Yeah. You're a fool. You are a fool. You frame yourself as a sophisticate, an academic, an intellect, and you're a fool. I mean, this is like toddler humor. All your training has led you to this.
Yeah. When?
Wait, no!
When?
He's using
Lift down this arm. Oh, wait. You all right? You okay? What happened?
Oh my God! Look at that. He broke my skin.
Stabbed him with a pen.
Here's the thing.
Dirty. You
saddest
poison
arm
tipped
wrestling
umbrella.
I've
Look,
ever
when I said I
seen.
would win, what I'm telling you is I would win.
The pointy nib, and you just took like the blunt, curvy
Because
end.
I didn't.
Look at that.
Matt, I didn't want to hurt you.
Okay, that was good. You did well. You see what happens when you put the sound effects down and you do something constructive? We now have a memory. We have an experience.
If you lecture me, The farts are coming back. And from now on, I'm not even kidding about this. When you want to speak, you have to talk into the banana telephone.
I'm not going to talk into the banana.
You have to. Guys, Sona's got something to say. What is it, Sona?
This is really demeaning.
Yes. I don't know why.
You're asking me to talk into a banana.
I just did it 7 times, and you're too good to do it.
It's not a good work environment. What's happening right now is not healthy for me. Can I talk?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you had asked me earlier.
I can't hear you.
Okay. You asked me earlier how much.
Hold it.
I can't concentrate.
So we lost about 16 minutes with all that stuff, so it's about 1:13 now. I mean, 1:13.
You said 1:13, and you said it into a banana.
What's that?
Oh!
Look how they're shooting it in this shadow, this suspicious shadow. Look at that. That car is in the witness protection program. It says Kelly Blue Book does not consider this a car. They think it's a dirty costume with 4 wheels. Please get this car.
I don't want this car.
Well, congratulations. I'm buying you this car, and I'm giving it to you on the air.
No.
Yes. And you have to accept.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring her out. Sona Movsesian, everybody. Here's your new car, Sona! You don't want to get in. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. It's got stuff. This rubber stuff is curling and coming up off the top. It's amazing. Get in our way. Look at it. Isn't that great?
It's so gross.
I've never gone to jail. I've never committed a crime. And here I am explaining how you gotta shoot water up your ass. I had something delivered to your house. You just go get it and bring it to the camera. Well, hold on. Before you open it, I just want to say that it felt high time to recognize someone who's doing a killer job on the show. So open it up and show everybody what it is.
Okay.
What's it say?
It says Employee of the Month, Conan O'Brien.
Wait a minute. I won? I got Employee of the Month. That's fantastic.
There's so many people who this could have gone to. This is
Oh, people that are doing as much as I am? Hello? Hosting the show every day? And also, I need you to drive that over to my house.
This is so horrifying.
You just can't handle that something nice happened for me.
Yes, you see, my intentions were never evil, just as I know your intentions were never evil when you've committed injury against me in the past.
When have I committed injury?
Well, it's interesting that you ask. The year was 1999, May 1999, and the world had not seen a new Star Wars movie release in 16 years. And I decided to pull out all the stops and get tickets to an advanced screening of this movie a week before the public would see this. So my brother came into New York City on the train. He spent hours. We got there maybe 4 hours in advance, and we just sat on the sidewalk together waiting for this momentous occasion. And we were one of the first ones in the theater, and we sat right in the center. We judged how many rows were there. We wanted the full surround sound experience. We wanted to get lost in it. I was envisioning it bringing me back to my childhood. I wanted to relive what it was like to be an innocent child with my brother, okay? So about 2 minutes before the movie starts, I hear some commotion behind me. And this guy stumbles in with this like brainy NPR type woman with him. And they, excuse me, some woman is escorting them because they're like elite. And there just happened to have been, I guess someone left or something, 2 seats right behind me in the center. I had been there for 5 hours. This guy stumbles in. He's like tripping over people. So now you're sitting behind me and you start like gabbing to me, and already, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to get lost in this moment, okay? So the lights go down and the 20th Century Fox logo comes up, and I'm thinking to myself, this is it. After 16 years, this is it. And that silence comes right after that fanfare before the flourish in music. And this guy leans forward and starts cracking jokes. This guy makes it all about him. He takes me completely out of the moment. He starts gabbing in the middle of the movie theater. You just needed that laugh. You had to take that moment, not knowing the history of what I went through, to get that laugh. And he's sitting there chuckling, and forever you've taken that moment away from me.
Do you be honest with me? Do you have friends?
Yes.
Name one quick. First name.
You.
Do you think you're a normal boss?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
So you take responsibility for this?
Yeah, I mean, as long as there are no consequences, I take full responsibility.